Hi everyone, welcome back to Feeding Ravendoodles, a pet parent's guide to nutrition. Today's topic is nutrient requirements. Now, nutrient requirements is kind of a hot topic right now in the pet nutrition world. Pet food manufacturers have been marketing diets that are high protein, low fat, added fatty acids, or supplemented with other appealing ingredients. And much of that is pet food marketing, which we'll be talking about in the next video, but it's made to appeal to you. Researchers and nutrition scientists have been looking into exactly what our dog and cat companions actually require in their diet for decades, and it's actually pretty well understood what they do need in their diets. Sadly, it's pretty tough for us as pet owners to look at a diet or the pet food label and actually determine if the diet meets certain nutrient requirements. So therefore, we're going to rely on that pet food manufacturer's adherence to the regulations set out by AAFCO and the FDA. For more information on this, you're going to want to check out How to Pick a Pet Food Part 1. Although the nutrient requirements of the dog and cat are pretty difficult to understand for pet owners, it is important for us to recognize the nutrients, at least the main ones that are found in our pets' diets, and understand why they're there. And that's why I'm going to be helping you out today. First, it's going to be important for us to differentiate between nutrients and ingredients. Nutrients are going to be essential components of your pet's diet that are necessary for life. Nutrients include things like water, energy, protein, fat, carbohydrates, vitamins, and minerals. Ingredients are merely the source of these nutrients. One ingredient can provide many different nutrients, and the name of an ingredient actually doesn't tell you anything about the nutrients that it provides or the quality of its nutrition. Water is the single most important nutrient for both our pets and ourselves. We couldn't live without it. So pets are going to need free access to fresh, clean, room temperature, potable water every single day. Potable just means that it's safe for human consumption, and this can include tap water, bottled water, or filtered water at your preference. Pets are going to require as many milliliters of water as they require kilocalories of energy per day. You can check out the video How to Calculate Your Pet's Calorie Needs for more information on calculating how many milliliters of water or kcals of energy your pet needs per day. There is an increased need for water based on activity level, illness, growth, or many other factors, so it's a good idea to keep your pet with free access to fresh water at all times to prevent dehydration. Energy is the second most important nutrient. Your pet requires energy to do everything. So energy is going to be provided to the diet by fat, protein, and carbohydrate sources. Energy is expressed in units of kilocalories or kcals for pet nutrition, or calories with a capital C for human nutrition. The terms mean exactly the same thing, it just depends on if you're talking about animals or humans. Feeding your pet the right amount of a balanced commercial pet food is going to ensure that they get the right amount of all their nutrients. For more information about complete and balanced pet foods, check out How to Read a Pet Food Label Part 2. Every pet has different energy requirements, and you can calculate your pet's energy needs with the video How to Calculate Your Pet's Calorie Needs. And make sure that you're not feeding your pet too much energy, because they're going to be storing those nutrients as fat, which can lead to obesity. So definitely check out the video How to Body Condition Score to make sure you're not overfeeding your pet and to make sure that they're in a healthy body condition. Protein is going to be in the diet to provide your pet with both energy and essential amino acids. The protein requirement for adult dogs is 45 grams of protein per 1,000 kilocalories of food. The protein requirement for adult cats is a little bit higher. It's actually 65 grams per 100 kcals of food. The requirement for protein is going to increase with growth, pregnancy, and lactation. And like I said, protein is going to supply our pets with some essential amino acids. An amino acid is simply a building block of protein, and there are many different amino acids. The requirements for amino acids are going to be a little different based on species and life stage. So this is one reason that buying a species and life stage labeled diet for your pet is going to be very important. So check out How to Pick a Pet Food Part 2 for more information on that. Both dogs and cats are going to require quite a few essential amino acids in their diet. These are going to include arginine, histidine, isoleucine, leucine, methionine, phenylalanine, tryptophan, threonine, and valine. Cats are going to have one additional amino acid requirement than dogs. They also require taurine to be in their diets. Taurine comes only from animal protein sources, and this is one reason why cats are called obligate carnivores. Fat is in the diet for a few different reasons. One, it's used to provide a source of concentrated energy for our dogs and cats. Fat has more energy per gram than carbohydrates and proteins do, so it can help the diet have a higher energy density or more energy in less volume. Another reason fats are found in the diets is because it enhances palatability, makes it taste good to our dogs and cats. Fats also provide our pets with essential fatty acids, and they help them absorb fat-soluble vitamins. Now, digestibility of fats is going to vary based on what ingredient supplies it. So for example, coconut oil is a common source of fat in human foods, but it's actually a pretty poor source of fat for our animal companions because it's very poorly digestible and it doesn't include any of their essential fatty acids. Overall, digestibility of fats in commercial pet foods is between 75 and 90%, which is really good. The requirements of adult dogs and cats is going to be about 22 grams of fat per 1,000 kcals of energy. And just like with other nutrients, growing, pregnant, and lactating animals all require higher amounts of fat. There is no maximum limit to fat, but diets with high amounts of fat are going to make your pet more prone to diarrhea, pancreatitis, and obesity. High-fat diets also have decreased palatability, so a little bit of fat tastes good, but a lot of fat doesn't taste very good to our dog and cat companions. Also, high-fat diets have high energy density, like I said, so your pet might be getting their energy requirements met, but they might not feel very full. Like I said, fats are going to provide our dogs and cats with essential fatty acids, and just like with protein and amino acids, the building blocks of fat are fatty acids. So dogs and cats both require two essential fatty acids, one being alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, which is one of the omega-3s, and they require linoleic acid. Cats have an additional requirement. They require arachidonic acid. And arachidonic acid is found only in animal fat tissues. So, another reason why cats are called obligate carnivores. Pregnant and lactating animals also require the last two omega-3 fatty acids, which are EPA and DHA. Carbohydrates are found in pet foods for a couple of different reasons, namely to provide energy to the diet. Ingredient sources of carbohydrates are a lot less expensive than sources of protein or fat sources of energy. And when we use carbohydrates to give our pets energy, it actually decreases the requirement for fats and proteins because now those fats and proteins can simply be used to fulfill their amino acid and fatty acid requirements rather than just being burned for energy. There is technically no carbohydrate requirement for our dogs and cats because their bodies can make glucose, also known as sugar, for their energy needs from proteins and fats. Another great reason that carbohydrates are in our pets' diets is to provide a source of fiber. So fiber is simply carbohydrates that aren't readily broken down easily for energy for our pets. Instead, they're used to maintain or alter their bowel function or reduce energy density in a diet, mainly with weight loss diets. There is no established fiber requirement for our dogs and cats, and the ranges do vary. But diets that have no fiber produce a very abnormal stool, so they're very soft and liquidy like diarrhea. And diets with too much fiber can be very indigestible and they can cause constipation. So there is kind of a sweet spot for fiber ranges in dog and cat foods. Vitamins are nutrients that are found in our pet foods that actually don't contribute any energy to the diet, but they do have extremely vital functions for our dogs and cats. Vitamins are going to contribute to many cellular processes that happen inside the body, and they're also going to alter the metabolism and regulate the energy that flows through our pets' bodies. There are two types of vitamins: fat-soluble vitamins and water-soluble vitamins. Fat-soluble vitamins include vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K. Water-soluble vitamins include the B-complex vitamins and vitamin C. Now, different vitamins are required in different and precise amounts in the diet. Water-soluble vitamins are actually not required to be in our pets' diets because our pets' bodies can produce these on their own. There is one exception. Cats do require niacin or vitamin B3 to be in their diets because they can't make that. Fat-soluble vitamins, however, aside from vitamin K, do need to be in our pets' diets because they can't synthesize them in their bodies. So, these fat-soluble vitamins have very precise ratios that they need to be in the pet's diet, and excesses of these vitamins can be extremely detrimental to your pet's health. So it's going to be very important that if you're feeding your pet a complete and balanced commercial pet food, that you do not supplement any fat-soluble vitamins. Minerals, just like vitamins, are going to contribute to cellular processes and metabolism and regulation of energy in our pets' bodies. Minerals also have a vital role in red blood cell function and bone strength. Minerals are required in very small portions of the diet, and each mineral, again, is required in different amounts. So macrominerals are required in larger amounts, hence macro. Macrominerals are going to include calcium, phosphorus, potassium, sodium, and magnesium. And microminerals are required in smaller amounts, hence the micro. And these are going to include minerals like iron, zinc, copper, manganese, iodine, and selenium. Now, deficiencies or excesses in minerals can be very serious or life-threatening. So again, just like with vitamins, if you are feeding a commercial, complete and balanced pet food, you're not going to want to supplement any minerals in your pet's diet. Thank you so much for watching this popular topics video on nutrient requirements. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends, and leave any comments down below if you have any questions about this video or suggestions for future ones. Check out that video's description below where I provide you with links to all my resources that I used to create this video, as well as some additional reading materials for you. Next time, we're going to be talking about pet food marketing. Say bye, Raven.